How about them Cowboys? Angry Cowboys fan, born to battle. Star on our chest means we never settle. America's team through thick and thin. When the star shines bright, that's when we win. Angry Cowboys fan.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and Angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. And after the home loss to the Los Angeles Chargers, as normal, the cameras and reporters catch up to the face of the Dallas Cowboys, and that's Jerry Jones. The reporters and talking heads had a lot of interesting questions to ask the owner, and I just want to dissect it when it comes to Jerry Jones's thoughts on Matt Eberflus. So we're going to take a listen to the 3 clips that I got for y'all, and y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, Angry Cowboys fans, let's take a listen to the first clip from the interview of Jerry Jones and what he had to say after the loss.
Hey, Jerry, as you stand here with 2 games to go, how difficult is the decision you face regarding Matt Eberflus and whether to bring him back or not?
Well, I don't know that, relatively speaking, I might not couch it as difficult. It's certainly something that we have to do, and that is look at the entire year and look at what our options are and how to correct not being here at the same time next year. So now that's not uncommon to evaluate at this time of the year your entire coaching staff. And obviously the target's on him because of our statistical as well as actual play on the defensive side of the ball. But that goes with it. That's the life that the guys have chosen, and they know that you're under the gun almost every game, much less for a full season as a coach. That goes with the profession.
You know, Cowboys Nation, the decision to bring back Matt Eberflus shouldn't be a difficult one for Jerry Jones. This current Dallas Cowboys team has a ticking clock when it comes to their window of opportunity. It's no secret that the Dallas Cowboys franchise quarterback in Dak Prescott, he is getting older. So the ability to have a top-tier quarterback and quarterback play is dwindling away in front of our very eyes. I know some people think it's easy as 1, 2, 3 to find another franchise quarterback, but that's absolutely not the case, Cowboys Nation. This current coaching staff and the ownership should be doing everything possible, everything necessary to take advantage of Dak Prescott's play right now, because we don't have the time that we truly need in order to get it done before the inevitable regression. But stepping into the second clip, reporters asked Jerry Jones about how he evaluates the front office's decision in hiring Matt Eberflus. So let's go ahead and take a listen to that clip so we can come back and talk about it. Roll the clip.
Within that evaluation, how do you evaluate the job that you in the front office did in terms of making talent to work with?
Well, I think that's to be good, and the very fact that ultimately you point your finger right back at you on who hired Matt Eberflus. So my point is, the whole thing is real easy to sit here and say that you could have done things differently. But that goes with the territory. And anytime you ultimately make the ultimate decision, then you've got to look at that and weigh it.
You know, Cowboys Nation, I hate to smile, but I gotta smile because we are visibly witnessing Jerry Jones being held accountable for the choice to hire, as well as to stick with the decision to hire Matt Eberflus. Everyone from the outside looking in can see what the issue was with this Dallas Cowboys team. The question remains, do most of the important people in the Dallas Cowboys organization realize what everybody else from the outside looking in realizes. We'll talk about that more during the Raw and Uncut portion, so make sure you stick around for that. Now jumping into the last clip, Ed Warder asked Jerry Jones if it's disconcerting for him that the Dallas Cowboys defense has had issues over the past few years. So let's take a listen to that so we can come back and unpack this Raw and Uncut.
Is it disconcerting to you that really, with the exception of Dan Quinn, you haven't been competitive on defense in 3 of the last 6 years?
Yes, absolutely. I think it is very telling. I would say right here on my feet this quick after a game that you should first look at the continuity you haven't had over the last several years on your defensive side of the ball. You've been moving it around pretty good. Now, there haven't been the same players out there over the last 4 years. But I'm a big believer that continuity gives you an edge. Now, the continuity has got to be with people, players, coaches, management that can do some good things. Okay, guys. Thank you. All right. Merry Christmas, you guys.
Merry Christmas to you as well, Jerry Jones. But 3 of the last 6 years, Cowboys Nation. That's a damn shame. But y'all ready for this Raw and Uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Get ready for the Angry Cowboys fans, Raw and Uncut.
Man, keeping it real. They keep it real. That's real.
All right, Cowboys Nation, first and foremost, the continuity he speaks about can be a good thing, but it also can be a bad thing. The reason Matt Eberflus was hired in the first place was because of continuity. He's been the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys previously, so they thought that it would work great again now. But you see, Cowboys Nation, we are in a totally different era when it comes to this NFL. Just because someone has success with a team in the past doesn't mean that they'll have success with that same team or better in the future. This is one of the reasons why some Cowboys fans and Cowboys Nation doesn't want to hire Rex Ryan as a defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. He hasn't called plays in the NFL for almost 10 years, and 10 years in the NFL can be a lifetime. The league continues to change up, and it changes up, and the ownership needs to stay with the trends in the league. Digging back into crates, that isn't a recipe for success, Cowboys Nation. But honestly, the longer you've been coaching in the league, the more film opposing coaches have on you. But this is why hiring Matt Eberflus was a non-starter for me when it went down, Cowboys Nation. Not only was he fired from the last 2 jobs that he had as a coach, but the records for those teams wasn't much to write home about either. The more the season went on, the more Cowboys fans saw the writing on the wall. Something has to be done with this defense, or it's going to be a wasted year for a top 5 offense led by Dak Prescott. It's only going to be a wasted year with a franchise quarterback whose NFL clock is currently ticking. Right now, this iteration of the Dallas Cowboys is racing against the clock. 32 years isn't that old for a normal human being, but in the NFL, 32 can be the tipping point, the tippy top of the hill. Next year, Dak Prescott will be on the other side of that hill, so time is of the essence when it comes to getting what we want. There's some fans who believe that the loss against the Los Angeles Chargers, it was all on the quarterback. It was the quarterback's fault, and the fans who believe in our franchise quarterback are dumb for believing in him. All I can say about that, this Dallas Cowboys offense has 2 wide receivers that are over the 1,000-yard mark. It has a running back who's over the 1,000-yard mark. But yet and still, this Dallas Cowboys team misses the playoffs for some reason. Someone's got to take accountability for that. And y'all know the last person who's going to take accountability is Jerry Jones. So the ultimate decision for Jerry is if he's going to make the decision to hang on to Matt Eberflus and give him another chance in the 2026 NFL season, or if he's just going to let him go. I'll keep it a buck with you, Cowboys Nation. I believe that keeping him would be a mistake on this ownership's part because we don't have the time to experiment anymore. Not only is the clock ticking for our time with our franchise quarterback, not only is the clock ticking for the time for a window to be opened, it's also ticking for Jerry Jones. So, Jerry, you don't have time to give someone who's failing at their job miserably another crack at it. It's been apparent throughout the season that the guys that you have on the defense can't either get what Eberflus is laying down, or they lost all hope in him and they don't want to play for him anymore. I honestly believe it's the latter and not the former. I believe this entire team has lost faith in Matt Eberflus, which causes a delicate situation, because if Jerry Jones can't decide to keep Matt Eberflus or to let him go, then it runs the risk of the team losing faith in the coaching staff as well as the front office as a whole, and you don't want to get to that situation. There's absolutely no way for Jerry Jones and this Dallas Cowboys scouting department to turn the defense around in order to get what Matt Eberflus needs. It would be more feasible if Jerry were to just release Matt Eberflus of his duties and to find another defensive coordinator that can work with what he has. It's been done before, Cowboys Nation. And I feel that Jerry sees what the issue was for the Dallas Cowboys this year. I'm sorry, but I believe this Dallas Cowboys offense did more than enough to get this team to the playoffs. There were about 3 games where they could have scored a little bit more, but for the most part, Dak Prescott and that offense did more than enough to warrant a playoff berth. You can't go against the opposing team as well as your own defense and win in spite of all those things. In a fairy tale world, you can do it, but in reality, that's not going to happen, Cowboys Nation. So according to this interview, Jerry Jones knows what he has to do. He knows that he's going to have to let Matt Eberflus go. You could see it in his face during this interview, Cowboys Nation. That look on his face wasn't a look of losing. It wasn't a look that we just lost to the Los Angeles Chargers. It was a look of having to do the harsh thing, and that's to once again let go of a coach whom you've known for years. It's the same look that he got when he had to fire Jason Garrett. And I know some people are saying that letting go of Matt Eberflus may not be the ultimate move, that some of the talent on the defensive side of the ball is a part of the issue. You see, Cowboys Nation, if people can believe that a quarterback is responsible for lifting the level of play of a team, but they can't fathom the thought of a coach getting more out of his players, that's what a coach's job is, Cowboys Nation. They're supposed to see what they're working with and craft accordingly. Matt Eberflus didn't do that. He stuck to his guns and he wouldn't move off of anything. And this is why we are where we are right now. But also, before I get out of here, let me say this. I had a person in my comment section on my last video blaming the loss to the Chargers on one person, and that person was Dak Prescott. Blaming the fact of the offense not being able to score in the second half on Dak Prescott's shoulders alone. Let me put it like this to you. Sorry, Cowboys Nation, but if you feel this way, then you have way more animosity toward Dak Prescott than you let on. Let's keep it a buck, Cowboys Nation. Dak Prescott didn't have over 4,000 yards because he wanted to bolster his stats. Dude had to have over 4,000 yards this year. I remember some fans talking about how the defense didn't want to play for Dak Prescott because they knew that he would just mess up the games. So can the same be true when the defense can't be relied on? That's a good question, huh, Cowboys Nation? But this offense had to go into every single game this year knowing that they would have to try and pick up the slack for the defense. This is why you saw the Cowboys having to go for it on 4th down in the 3rd quarter yesterday. They couldn't rely on their defense to stop the Chargers from scoring, so they had to try to beat the Chargers by using the offense alone. That can get super overwhelming for any offense in this league. This is why you haven't seen Joe Burrow or the Cincinnati Bengals do too much. Elite level quarterback play. 2 elite wide receivers with a defense that can't stop a nosebleed. This is why that comment sounds so stupid to me, because anyone can do it. Joe Burrow can do it. I mean, he's been to the Super Bowl before when his defense was at least middle of the pack. Why can't he do it now? Why are there reports that Joe Burrow wants out of Cincinnati? Because it's too much to ask from one player. So you could think that it's all on one player's shoulders, that one player will will this team to a championship, but I promise you, you'll be disappointed every single year, because that is absolutely not a reality, Cowboys Nation. Dak Prescott will retire at some point. The Dallas Cowboys will see a new quarterback under center eventually. When that quarterback can't do it either, don't be surprised, Cowboys Nation. Football is a complementary sport. Football is a team sport, and the more you expect one person to get it done for an entire organization, the more you will degrade the team that you claim to root for. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Cowboys Nation, what do you feel about what I had to say in this video? Do you feel Jerry Jones has learned from his mistakes and will move on from Matt Eberflus? Y'all know how we do. We always talk about it in the comment section. If you're digging this content and you want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on this video, share the content with anybody that you know is a Dallas Cowboys fan, and if you're on your mobile device, make sure you hype this video. Doing so will help bring more Dallas Cowboys fans to the channel so we can all root on our Dallas Cowboys together. And if you are DC for life and you represent our Dallas Cowboys, win, lose, or draw, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, or film breakdown. You can also catch my Madden 26 or College Football 26 gameplay over on the new channel, the Angry Cowboys Fan Gaming channel. Make sure you head over there and sub up to the channel. But that face from Jerry Jones was a face of understanding. A face that understands that he is the reason Matt Eberflus was hired. The blame can't be placed anywhere else because no one had the authority to hire or fire but Jerry Jones. Like he said in the interview, when you point the finger at someone, you got 3 pointed back at you. So take this opportunity and learn from it because time waits for no man, Jerry Jones. Not even you. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. And I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.